Hello everyone, Tatyana Moshchenkov here, your video number 2, Facebook training part 2. I'm super excited for this part. It has a lot of juices in it, and so all I ask from you is just be patient. You're more than welcome to pause the video, take notes, or just rewatch it if you need to. Just like in the previous video, you will be able to see my notes on the right hand. Feel free to pause, write those down. Today we're going to cover quite a bit of interesting topics. First of all, we'll start with, what do you do on Facebook? And then what did I do on Facebook to build my following from about 300 friends who, like, my friends list was actually 300 and then 299, 298 to now like maxing out my list and having close to 5,000 followers. What did I do? Because all that took place in a little bit, like maybe 6 months or less. I bet you're really curious. What do you do on Facebook, or what do people need to do on Facebook? Facebook is Facebook, right? We talked about your profile photo. We talked about interacting and branding yourself, right? I do 4 things on Facebook, and this is what I suggest that you do. So I brand myself, provide value, I interact, build relationships, and number 4 is repeat and be consistent. Easy, right? But it's easier said than done because each one of these requires time and requires dedication. So what I suggest that you do is once you go through all the training and you know exactly what you need to do on Facebook, that you make out a list, and you can do it every day or make out a list for like a week and just say like, okay, today I'm going to do this, this, and this on Facebook, and I'm going to spend this much time on Facebook. And do that so you can stay organized. When you go on Facebook and you do those things and you check things off of your list, that you stay productive because you want to be focusing on income producing activities. Because a lot of times, you know what happens? And I'm guilty of that too. I go on Facebook with the goal of like interacting and building relationships and doing all that. Well, then as I'm looking at my news feed, I look and I'm like, oh, this sounds interesting. So then I read the post and then I look at the comments. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this person. So then I go, and it's like, before I even know it, 40 minutes goes by and I've been like going from profile to profile, checking people out or checking little things out, and like totally non-productive. So there, I just wasted 40 minutes. And if you want to set like Facebook entertainment time, that's fine. But if you plan to be productive and all of a sudden you start kind of going on a side direction, and it's always great to refocus. And if you make a list, that's what's going to keep you on track. I mean, that's just my personal suggestion. All right. So besides branding yourself, okay, how do you need to market yourself? So let me tell you a little story. There was a girl, okay, or a lady who started in network marketing, and she was so excited that network marketing offered so many possibilities. And the more she looked into it, the more promising it looked that she could quit her job and like do this full time. The company that she got into was teaching to brand the company. Okay, so she was posting a lot of company stuff, a lot of, before and after photos, a lot of like bellies and cellulites and thighs, and her friend list was 300, 299, 298, 297 because people hated it. People felt like they were sold to. And the other thing she did is she kept going through her friends list once, then twice, then 3 times, contacting those people and seeing if they're interested in a business opportunity, if they want to build online, if they're as excited as she is. So that really hurt me, okay? So then I discovered what I'm going to talk about, and it's called attraction marketing. What is that? And so when I discovered what attraction marketing is and how to go about it, it's like a whole world of new possibilities opened up to me, and I fell in love with network marketing all over again. because in that previous mini life of network marketing, I began to hate it because I'm like, this is not working. I hate this. Like, my friends are not commenting on my posts. And what is wrong with this? Like, why am I like, what am I don't like this salesy stuff. I'm not a salesperson. I don't like this. So then, I went into research and I'm like, I need to find a solution. There must be a better way, because I see other people that are getting tons of like engagement on their posts, and they have all these people like commenting on their stuff. And if they say, hey, I'm trying this product, and then everybody's like, I am in, I am in, I'm in, I want to do this too. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, why don't I get that? So I reached out. I actually bit my pride and I reached out to people and I said, I want to learn what you do. Tell me, because whatever I'm doing is not working. Attraction marketing was the key. Picture two different scenarios. The first one is you have somebody coming up to you and saying, hey, Bob, you know what? I discovered this product. It's giving me a lot of energy and I'm so excited. Like, I'll drink it and I have energy all day. And you should try this. Like, you should try this. I'm telling you. And Bob's like, no, I don't know that I want to try this. Like, I'm good with my coffee. And you're like, no, Bob, like, really try this product. And Bob's like, no. And so then after a while, like, your relationship with Bob is becoming awkward because Bob is like avoiding you because he's like thinking that you're going to, start shoving your energy product down on him again. Awkward, right? You don't want to be that person, because I was that person. What attraction marketing is, imagine if, you and Bob are working together, or you go out, do some fun things together, you go on a hike or whatever, and Bob's drinking his coffee, and so he's got his high, and then, his energy's dwindling down, and you're like, oh, I'm feeling good, like, oh, this stuff is good, and so you're just keeping on with your hike. And so then Bob's like, hey, what do you drink? And you're like, this is just like a shake, it's like an energy, thing. And Bob's like, no, like, what is it? Like, I am not liking my energy. Like, what is it? So then Bob is asking you for information, and you're like, oh, if you really want to know, sure, I might share it with you. I don't know if this is for you or if you might like it. What you're doing there is, first of all, you're building curiosity. You're not attaching yourself to the product or to the decision, because you're saying, I don't know if this is for you. I don't know if you're going to like this. And then Bob is thinking like, well, why not? I want to try this. What if it is for me? Do you see a difference there? You shoving down, Bob, you should try this, versus Bob coming to you and like, no, really, like, give me that link, like, show me where you got that stuff. Two different extremes in marketing that you just witnessed. Which one do you like better? Which one would you prefer that is done on you? Like, when people shove things down to you and try to sell you, like, Bob, you need to lose weight, really. Or Bob says, oh, I have no energy. I feel like I can't do anything. Like, my weight is just weighing down on me. And you say, hey, Bob, I don't know if this is for you, but I have seen this work on other people really well. And he's like, what is it? What is it? Show me. See, that's attraction marketing. That's when you attract customers and you attract business associates. And this applies to business. This applies to anything. You actually have people going after you. Instead of being the hunter, you become the hunted. People come to you and after you, asking, what is it that you do? What is it that you sell? What is it that you have to offer? So that's much better, not just in my opinion. It's actually like, if you practice your Facebook marketing or your social media marketing that way, you will definitely have much more interest in what you do. How do you become an attraction marketing professional? One of the ways that you become that is by providing value to people. Being on social media, I mean, we can go so many different avenues in how we present ourselves and how we brand ourselves. So by branding yourself and providing value, first of all, you're just being yourself. You're being yourself. And you provide value, which means you provide inspirational quotes, you provide, whatever, like, sometimes, like, you watch this Facebook training and you learn something new that you didn't know before, and you go to Facebook and you say, hey, you guys, did you know this? I just learned this and this has really helped me. And all of a sudden people are like, oh, what did you learn? And, feel free to share that. That's value to people. That means it's something that inspires them, something that they learn. Value can be inspirational posts, quotes, images, videos, personal inspiration stories, questions for interaction. All right. And how do you provide that value? Just like we talked in earlier and in the first video about timeline and settings, you keep your timeline clean. You don't share others' content, you share your own content. With value, you want to be pretty active on Facebook. So you want to post between 1 to 3 times a day. And you want to interchange, you might have a question and a video or an image or a one-line sentence or something that you constantly interchange. You are real, authentic, genuine, simple, confident, vulnerable at times or in the right place, kind, and respectful. Those are very, very important. You don't want to be seen as one of those people who puts down another person or another company. Another thing that I want to add to that list is if you're on a team and say your team members get a promotion or something, you want to make sure that you recognize them on your timeline and tag them, because people that are looking on your timeline and they see, your lifestyle, they see what you post and they see that you recognize your team. Most people have that pride and they're like, oh, I like this. I want to be on his team too because I want to be recognized. So that really draws people to you. The other thing that you can post about, branding yourself and providing value is, what are people in network marketing for? People are looking to achieve that time freedom, financial freedom, and a certain lifestyle. So if you're traveling somewhere, pick a topic and do a video or something that will actually provide value and show people, kind of tease people with that lifestyle. That all is branding yourself. And it's so important. It's so important to make sure and let people know, you just be yourself. You be your genuine, authentic you. Another thing to keep in mind is you don't want to be the negative person. Yes, we all have bad days. We all have amazing days. If you have one of those bad days and you feel like you can't provide value to anybody, don't go on Facebook. Just go and read a book. And sometimes you would be surprised, even 1 page of reading or 2 pages, you'll gain something and you'll be like, oh, this is really cool. Go and share it on Facebook. Oh my gosh, I was just reading this book and I found this and it was an eye-opening statement or an eye-opening paragraph. You would be surprised at how many people will be looking at you or at your timeline and be like, oh, this is really cool. I didn't know this. But this is how you build trust and people see you for who you are. I mean, you can vent once in a while. We all do. But I would suggest that you keep your Facebook positive, upbeat, with excitement. I mean, not 100 exclamation marks per post, but people want to see excitement. People want to see that kind of a business person that they want to partner with, that will be encouraging to them, that will, push them, empower them. So you can always talk about your team and how your team is so empowered and you guys do all these things together, teamwork. I mean, there's so much that you can post on your timeline to build your following, to build your value, and to brand yourself. Those are all very, very important. Always be careful about the negative posts, the posts that put down another company or another person. Say there's a company that is not doing really well and you take and post something about that company, or people are like, oh, I told you guys so, this was, a scam from the beginning or whatever, or how dare you be in that company because they're not doing well. Trust me, if that company truly goes down, people are not going to come to you to join you, because they're going to be looking for somebody who was supportive and encouraging. Because if you did that to one company and you put one person down, well, how do they know that you're not going to do it to them? Okay. And I'm telling you this from that personal, hard learned lesson. I did that in the past and I admit that. And it took me a while to I actually went through and I apologized to people. I messaged people and I apologized. This was a lesson that I learned from my own mistakes. And don't repeat it. Learn from my mistake and do it right the first way, or do it right the first time. That's what I meant to say. So, how do you go about building your credibility and increasing your edge rank, right? This is a big question. So this is where we're going to go into, like, I'll go between my notes and sharing my screen. But let's go through, like, let me kind of go through the bulletin points, and then I'll switch to screen share, and you can follow along and just kind of see exactly what I did. You have to remember this statement. You need to aim for big sharks to notice your name and you, and little sharks will come. What does that mean, right? So what it means is, you go out and you follow influential people, and then go see who they follow and follow them as well. You interact on their profiles, pages, and you build relationships there. That's how they're going to be, like, they're going to notice you. And I will show you exactly how that is done. You like and comment on your friends' posts. That's how you get your name out there. And you want to make sure that you spend about 90% on other people's posts and profiles, and less than 10% on your own timeline. Okay, so give me just one little second. I'm going to switch to screen share, and we're going to put this into action, because this is like a very hot topic. And there's more bulletin points, but I want to walk you through actually each one of what I mean. Let me explain the difference between the newsfeed, timeline, and your profile. So your profile is when you click on your name. You just click on your name here. So I clicked on my name and it brings me to my page. That's my profile. Okay. Right here, as I keep scrolling, my posts are my timeline. This is exactly what I post. This is my timeline. Okay. What happens over time in my own life. Okay. So newsfeed is when you click on this little button, home. Okay. This is your newsfeed. Now with the newsfeed, if you see on your left here, you can look at this little arrow. You have two different ways that you can view your newsfeed. You can view by top stories or most recent. Most recent will give you most recent posts, or posts that have most recent comments. Top stories will have the trending stories. So like if people that have the highest edge rank, those are the stories that you're going to see at the top, because they have the most interaction, or they're the people that you interact with the most. And so you'll see a lot of their top stories. I have mine set on most recent, but when I go through my timeline, which I'll show you exactly what I do, then I usually will switch between the two. That way I can reach more people with my posts and comments and all that. So first one, I mentioned to follow influential people and then follow who they follow. So say I wanted to follow Eric Worre. All right. Let me find his profile here. And I really like picking him because he's such a known person in the industry, and he's contributing so much that he's one of the great people to follow, and actually to see what is going on in the industry and what is like all the people that, here, let me see, there we go. Okay, so remember how I was talking about that follow button and the friend button? Here you go. See, he's ran out of friend space, but I can follow him and still see his posts. So when I talk about liking, commenting, and interacting on influential people's posts and pages and profiles, this is what I mean. Let's do this live. I want to find a post that is directly from Eric Worre, because a lot of times, like if people tag him, like this person tagged him, but you can't really comment because this person doesn't have the settings that Eric does. So let's look. Let me scroll down. And let's see. So I want to see, and there's a lot of people that will be posting to his timeline because he did the event. So with the event, there was a lot of people that took pictures with him, and they want the branding, so they tagged him all over the place. But let's look at this. Like, say I want to look at this quick post. This was from Network Marketing Pro. which is Eric's public page. And he shared this to his personal profile. And it's that Rise movie that people can watch. With this, I can see that I can like, comment, and share. So he does have this open to commenting. And what's really nice about this is that there's already 107 comments. That means if I start interacting on this post, I'm going to get a lot of exposure to my name. So how do we do this, right? So first of all, I'm going to like this. When I like this, what happens is Eric gets, or Network Marketing Pro page gets a notification that I just liked this post. Eric Worre also gets a notification saying Tatyana liked a post that you're tagged in. So he just got 2 notifications from me. Now, let's look at the comments. So I'm going to open this up. And here's something that I will tell you why I like pages more than I do personal profiles. But a lot of influential people don't have pages, so you kind of have no choice. When you interact on a page, look at this. Do you see where it says you can like and reply? That means you can interact here with as many people as you want, especially if you like their comments. I love this part. So, interacting on post pages and profiles. Let's do this. Let's do this in action. You can see that there's already a like from me here with this person. And one, I know, let me just show you. I replied to this person, right? And this person, after I talked to him, I replied and liked his comment, he came back and requested me as a friend because he looked at my profile and he's like, oh, it looks like you're in network marketing too. Let's connect and talk about network marketing. Great. All right. So let's do this in action. So let's talk about this. I know this person is one of the influential marketers. And again, he ran out of friend space, but I am following him. But let's see, he said best event ever. All right, I'm going to like his post or his comment, and I'm going to reply and just say, something like, because I know that this marketer was one of the speakers. So I will say, that's what I hear. I also know that you were one of the speakers. And I'll say actually amazing speakers. So I wanted to say a huge thank you for your great contribution to our industry. Okay, so what just happened is this person got a notification that I liked his post and that I put a comment. And the other thing they'll get a notification about is I stroke his ego. This is in a good way. People like when you praise them. So, what I might do from here to interact with him further and have him notice is I'll look on his name and I'll do open it in the new tab, go to his profile. And look, he looks like he got, there we go. See, he got a photo. This is from the event, and I didn't see this photo before, so I'll click on it. I will like this, and I will say, looking amazing on the stage. Thank you. So he just got another 2 notifications from me. I will not be surprised. If he looks at his notifications, he might request me as a friend as well. And that would be an honor. But let's look here. Looks like he's got a couple comments. So I'm going to pick some of the best ones and I'm going to like them, to give more notifications out to people. So go Robert, awesome mentor and millionaire. Here we go. We'll like this person. We'll like this person. Oh, this one says one of the best. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Live was best. Great. Love your talks. Great. And you're the man. Thank you for giving me this experience. Great. Okay. So I just did what? 4 or 5 likes. Now we're going to talk about likes, and this has to do with a big no-no or something that will land you in Facebook jail. But I'm going to cover that in a little bit. Right now, I just want to show you kind of, how to interact with people and how to get your name out there. So I did what? Let me count. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 likes. Okay, 7 likes. So I'm going to close out because I just commented here. Let me see what this person. Okay, so it looks like this person is posting a picture from him with him. So I'm going to click on it and just say, nice photo. Great leader for sure. And we'll hit enter. We'll do the same here. So we'll like another Robert's comments, and we'll do this and do this. It also looks like this person, like if I hover over his name, it looks like he has a book out. He might be a good person to follow, so I'm going to follow him too. So do you see what just is happening? So he posted to Robert's timeline. He tagged him in a photo right here. So posted to his timeline. So I like the picture. Both of them got the notification. Now this person, I don't know how to say his name, but it looks like he got 1, 2, and then from my comment 3, and then from a like 4. He just got 4 notifications from me. And Robert got 1, 2, and then 3 notifications from me. So then look at this. I don't know who this Curtis Broom is, but he posted a photo here, so we can just like it here. And I want to, because it looks like they're interacting. Let me see. Am I following this person? Oh, I'm following this person. Okay, so I'm going to see. Let's see. I love your shirt. And I'm going to like, there's only 4 comments. I'm going to like this. And I'll say, you guys are both funny and amazing. And we'll leave it at that. And then look at this. This looks like there was another photo. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to give him a like on this photo. It looks like it's pretty recent. Yeah, 11 hours ago. Like, you don't want to go back to like that photo that was done like 2 months ago and you bring it up. But look at this. He shared this photo. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of people. I love this. I'm going to see he shared Network Marketing Pro's photo. So when I comment and like on this picture, that means Network Marketing Pro and Robert Hollis will get a notification from me. Do you see what I'm doing here? I mean, one thing I want to mention is there's a lot of people that will say, oh my gosh, like I'm trying to market and I don't have leads. But do you see how much, like, do you know that I think it was Eric Worre that said that, I think it was in his GoPro book where he said that you are about 5 people away from everybody in the world. That means like you have to know 5 people and those people have these huge network. Like it's crazy. So this is like an abundance of leads, an abundance of people that you can meet.